This lever here opens the front door, but we don't open that in flight.
Well, obviously not. Not a complete virgin when it comes to space travel, you know.
No, quite. Of course not.
We have had space travel in the Sinquox galaxy for more than a millennia, you know.
Sinquox.
What's so funny?
No, I'm sorry. It's just that every time I hear that, it sounds so fictional.
Oh, and where are you from?
The planet Gallifrey, in the constellation of Castiberus.
Oh, Gallifrey. That sounds real. Why don't you just say the purple planet between the moons of Endor at the end of the intergalactic highway, close by the celebrity asteroid belt?
Well, fine. If you don't want to engage in serious conversation so we can get to know each other a little better...
Maybe I don't. Do you just go around picking up people at random?
No, not all the time. Now, I engage in a bit of solo travel, by the by. After a while, it gets a bit boring.
Probably because you talk to yourself.
No, young Sonia. I think in some ways we are very similar.
Yes. We both come from fictional places.
Yes. Yes, and neither of us know where we are going.
Planet Earth is in sight. It is time to locate the subject. His DNA data is being fed into the scanners. The existing data suggests he will have gained many years since our last contact. Scanners detect the subject's presence on the planet Earth. It confirms that he still lives. Excellent. Now we must determine the exact coordinates.
Now, this is the scanner.
Professor, look, I didn't mean to offend you. I was trying to diffuse the tension.
No offense taken.
Not much out there. Well, I guess we are in space. Alone.
Well, Sonia, looks can be deceiving. For instance, an Ingrins spaceship.
Ingrid? What's that?
Well, they were, a child's creation. A young boy many years ago now on the planet Earth, inspired by Star Trek or some silly science fiction show with no basis in reality, built himself a couple of fake robots made out of cardboard. He imagined them to have evil, high-pitched voices, like any evil robot or monster. He imagined they wanted to take over the universe, but they were just toys he built for himself. He was, after all, a lonely sort of boy, and that's often the case with Star Trek fans. But one day, a Time Lord flying a TARDIS for the first time tried to land in the child's living room. Being the first time piloting a TARDIS, he didn't really quite know what he was doing, and the TARDIS let off a discharge that was absorbed by these cardboard creations. And suddenly these creations became real, and they became alive. They left the house, created more Ingrins, a spaceship, and have been terrorizing the universe ever since. One kid's dreams became 100 planets. Terrible nightmare.
Wow, that is quite a story. How do you know all this?
Well, Sonia, you see, the Time Lord was me.
Subject located. Confirm location. Planet Earth, Southern Hemisphere. Region, Australasia. City, Melbourne. Accuracy to within 3 kilometers square. Excellent. Prepare a landing party. Affirmative. I will lead this party. Prime the T module. We will transmit to Earth in 10 Earth minutes. To Earth. To Earth.
Have you seen the old man in the closed down market, picking up the papers with his worn out shoes? In his eyes you see no pride, and held loosely at his side yesterday's paper, telling yesterday's news. So how can you tell me you're lonely, and it's said for you that the sun don't shine? Or let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something to make you change your mind.
He's moving, The TK-800 out of the country, we're in a lot of trouble. There's only one thing that bothers me, Chief. What? What is the TK-800?
Within the next 10 minutes to start your Get Spot DVD collection from the 1995. Make my credit card and receive a bonus feature-length DVD absolutely
superbly for you. You're now
Mr.
third in
Phillips.
the champion.
What?
Are you?
I'm gonna head off now, okay? All the dishes have been done, and I'll be back on Thursday at 4 p.m. Is that okay with you?
What? Oh, very well. Very well.
Is there something wrong, Mr. Phillips?
Can't you feel it? Something in the air. Something's coming.
What's coming?
Oh, I don't think you believe me, child.
Righto, well, am I right to go?
What? Oh, I suppose so. Run along, run along.
Okay, I'll see you on Thursday.
Go, 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 go.
One weekend of changing, lots of winning around, finishing third, or you just can't win. So, this year's going to be nice.
And have you seen the old
Well,
girl?
At least you have some idea of how to fly this thing, don't you? Don't you? Well, I can't even remember which button opens the door.
It's this one. Sorry. In a bit of a melancholy haze. Right. Triangulation in sync.
Huh?
Well, my dear Sonia, surely you don't think I am just going to let those Ingrins run around eradicating what they like?
Eradicate?
Kill, get rid of, etc. Destroy. Well, eradicate's their word, although I don't think they own the copyright.
I see.
Earth. Melbourne. Australia. Again. What are the odds?
I can calculate them for you if you like.
That would be frivolous in the extreme. And besides, we're about to arrive.
Earth. Never been there. What's it like?
No need to ask, Sonia. You're about to find out.
We have arrived on the planet Earth. Yes, please cease this need to state the obvious. It is unnecessary and inefficient. Ingrin Troop B47XP992 set to arrive. Welcome to Earth. This is a map of the surrounding area. Please absorb. Standard search formation over this area will locate the subject. Absorption into the subsystem is to proceed once the subject has been located and identified. Transmitting data now. Depart.
Ex-Alan Moffat-looking cars there.
In fact, anyone with really good trees on their block should be prioritising.
Why is there never anything on this stupid thing? Halt!
What on earth?
Silence. I will scan your brain. You have knowledge of the being titled Roger Phillips.
Mr. Phillips? What?
I will follow your humanoid air traces to Roger Phillips. Prepare for eradication. Eradication unimportant. Subject must be located.
So this is Earth. Seems boring to me.
Boring? Earth? Boring? Look here, you little bookworm. The Earth is full of billions of people and thousands upon thousands of cultures. At least you're not in the garden.
The garden?
Yes. Many years ago, maybe 700 or so, Domberg cursed my TARDIS to always return to this garden. Backyard, if you like. Something very popular in this part of the world. It's every Australian's dream to own it.
You talk an awful lot. Can we go off and explore?
I'm trying to locate the Ingrins T module, by which they move about. Luckily, it leaves a heavy trace in the vortex.
Right. Sorry. Just bored.
Oh, come now. Earth is not that boring. Wait till you go on a water slide, or watch Star Wars, or The King of All Pleasures. Eat a sausage roll.
So how can you tell me you're lonely and say for you that the sun don't shine? Well, let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London.
G'day, Angus Gerald here. If you want to see this episode again, you can easily download it from our website at ABC.
Televisual device off. So, finally, you've come back to me.
Professor, what is that thing?
It's a tracer. Based on an Earth device known as a television remote. With it, I can trace basically anything I want. Unless that thing is trapped on SBS, and then it will be trapped forever. Poor signal, you see. I use something similar in my quest for the key to the universe.
The what? Professor, you talk too much.
I am not just talking, I am imparting wisdom.
Right. So what does an Ingrin look like anyway?
Well, it's inanimate. Non-humanoid, as I've said before. Still made of cardboard like the original ones.
Is that one?
No.
So what is that? An Earthling, I suppose?
Goodness me, no. Earthlings are quite similar to you and I. Whatever it is, I'm sure it is quite harmless.
Well, as long as you're sure. I'm in your hands, after all. Not that I know anything about you, or past, or...
You!
Me? I am no one else, I am sure. Oh, it's you. Sonyu, meet Portia Reyes, recovering criminal and TARDIS rejecter.
I knew this had something to do with you.
Oh my, I take it you've seen an Ingrin.
A cardboard box that screeches eradicate and fires a laser.
It's a pretty accurate description. Pray tell, where is this said box?
I think it was following me. It said something about Mr. Phillips.
Mr. Phillips. Perhaps this is the person the Ingrins are after.
Nice deduction.
Where does this man live?
Not far from here, just.
Eradicate.
Sonyu, I think this is one of those situations where we...
Where we what?
Run!
Halt! Subject yourself to Ingrin scans. I will hunt you down and find you. Eradicate. It is our destiny. What? You are our creator. Now you will become part of us. Absorb, 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 absorb.
Hey, stop. I don't usually do the running thing. That was your friend?
Yes, I'm afraid so. Poor Portia. She really could have made something of herself. She nearly came with me in the TARDIS, you know. Poor girl. Ingrin eradication is a particularly nasty way to go. That and being baked in a cake. You can't rise again from that one.
Oh, well, it didn't seem like she liked you very much. And with jokes like that, I can't say I blame her.
Now, people just have different ways of expressing undying devotion.
Right. I can't believe those things are dangerous. Cardboard boxes that kill people.
We should be okay as long as they don't activate the T module.
Eradicate.
No, damn. They activated the T module.
Absorb, 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 absorb,
Absorb, absorb,
absorb, absorb, absorb,
absorb, absorb, absorb, absorb,
absorb, absorb, absorb, absorb, absorb, absorb, absorb. Absorber.
Oh, God.
No, wait. I think it's okay. Look at the Ingrin.
He must be crazy. It said it's going to, what, eradicate us?
That's what it said, Sonyu. But you know, you can't always believe my ears. Or your ears. Or ears in general, really. However, there's someone on the screen, Sonyu. Must be this Roger Phillips person.
Is that what's going to happen to us?
It said absorb. This person has been absorbed somehow into the collective electron consciousness of the Ingrins. How unique. Very interesting, even. If only I could work out who Roger Phillips was and why he's so important to the Ingrins.
Maybe he's the kid.
He's an old man, not a kid. I mean, look at the poor beggar, really, Sonyu.
The kid who invented these Ingrin things?
Look at the screen, he is an old man.
Oh, really, Professor? How do you get along? What year is it now?
Early in the 21st century.
And so the kid would be how old now?
Well, allowing for the years, he'd be around 80 years old. Goodness me, Sonyu, you are clever.
Yes, you're really getting outshone, aren't you, Professor?
Now, that's quite enough conceit for one day, Sonyu. Now, if you're so clever, what would the overall effect on the Ingrin psyche be?
I hate to inform you, Professor, but I have a degree in astrophysics, not bullshit.
Oh, yes, quite. But I wonder, an 80-year-old man absorbed by the Ingrins could be an interesting result, methinks.
We have transferred the absorption to all the subordinate Ingrin units. Our objective is achieved.